to Insta Yoga, YouTube Live, wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for coming to practice today. We're gonna start chanting Om as always. Ask you to turn your gaze internally and to imagine that the sound that comes from your mouth moves in all directions, everywhere, wraps around your body, wraps around your home, everything else beyond that point as well. Relax the jaw of the neck. Take a deep breath into the nose. In the mouth for the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth for the exhale. Inhale for a moment. Take deep breaths in and out of your nose as you begin to tune fully into the present moment. Notice the shift and the change that has taken place at all levels. Take a moment to set your intention for today's practice. We'll move from the cross-legged position, Sukhasana, to lie down on the floor. Welcome if you have just arrived. Have 2 blocks if you need 2 blocks, or any other props that you believe will serve you. Lie down flat on the earth, roll the shoulders back behind you, and then open the arms into a T shape. Hug the knees in towards your chest and begin to rock the knees from left side to right side. Try to relax the arms as best as you can as you rock the body. And then come back to the center, pause. Place both of your hands over the knees. And then begin to circle the knees apart from one another. And then same rotation in the opposite direction. Pause at the center, hug the right knee in, extend the left leg. Bring the left knee over to the right side as you turn the gaze to the right fingertips. Right knee to left side, gaze to the right fingertips. We'll try to go with the deepest twist. Make it rather a small twisting of the lumbar spine. Take a deep inhale to the right lung and a full breath out. Come back to the center. Extend the left leg. Hug the right leg. Extend the right leg. Hug the left knee into your chest. Drop the left knee over to the right side. Gaze over to the left. Don't pull your knee as far as you want, but rather keep it floating in the air. Create some resistance with the left hand. Deep breath. Full breath out. Back to the center, neutral spine. Hug knees into your chest. Reach the arms up overhead. Spread the fingertips. Now, reach the feet all the way up towards the ceiling. Point your toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, widen the legs. Reach the arms forward through the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Bring your feet together. Exhale, widen the legs. Reach the hands through the legs. Inhale, arms up, feet close together. Exhale, reach the arms through the legs, widen the legs. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms up overhead. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Roll over to the right side. And with the help of your left hand, push down as you come up into a tabletop. Once you arrive to your tabletop, spread the fingertips wide on the mat. We'll begin with some finger push-ups by lifting the heel of the palm and mounting over the knuckles. Don't let your shoulders fall and your chest fall through the shoulders. Keep the action and push moving towards the hands as you lift and lower. Repeat that action 3 more times. And when you come to the third one, flip the fingertips in towards the knees. Push to the wrist. Inhale, arch into a. On the breath out, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arch your spine. Keep pushing through the wrist. Exhale, curl the spine from the chin to the chest. One more round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. Come back to the center. Bring fingertips to face the front of your head. Untuck your toes. Reach the right hand forward. And see if you can grab your left ankle with your left right ear to the mat. Notice the asymmetry of the posture, yet you are getting really deep into the right side body. Right forearm, right waist. Take one more deep full inhale, reaching forward to the fingertips, reaching to the heel with the left hand. Exhale as you return back to the center, change hands. Left hand all the way forward, right hand will reach to the right heel. Left ear rests on that. Notice the stretch from the left pinky finger, outer side of the arm, elbow, upper arm and shoulder, then running down the line of your torso. The exhale line right under the armpit, running to the hip. One more inhale. One more breath out. Inhale, reach both hands forward, return to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, hips will lift. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. Bend the knees if you need to access the posture a little bit deeper from the spine. Pulse the chest forward and down, closer towards the thighs. Spread the fingertips, feel the knuckles, really connect to the ground. Take 5 rounds of breaths in downward facing. You may move your tailbone and hips from one side to the other. You may go to tippy toes and pushing through the heel. Slowly begin to walk towards the top of your mat, forward fold over your thighs. Arrive and lengthen your spine, gaze to the front of your mat. Pause right here, reach the hands in line with your hips. Left chest, left head. Notice the action happening at the backs of your legs. Notice where the weight is on your feet as you hold. Draw the belly in and up. Take a deep breath. Exhale, wrap the arms behind your knees and see if you can wrap opposite elbows. Now encourage your spine to round as best as you can. Imagine hiding your chest, hiding your chin at the center of your chest. Find some movement. Keep hugging onto opposite elbows as you bend and straighten the legs. The next time your knees bend, pause. Reach the arms up overhead. Utkatasana chair pose. As you hold your chair pose, spread the fingertips. And then notice how there are lines from the fingertips to the waist, the glutes. From the glutes to the knees and the knees to the ground. Make sure that both sides are evenly distributing that weight. One more breath in. Exhale, bow over the thighs, step the right leg back behind you. Drop the knee and tuck your toes, left up your spine. Pause right here as you open the chest. The shoulders are gliding down the spine. Squeeze the right glute. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, go back to Ardha Hanumanasana. Tuck the toes of the right foot and bow over the left leg. Take 3 rounds of breath in Ardha Hanumanasana. Rebend the left knee, walk forward, left hand inside of the left knee. Start to push the right hip forward and down, moving into lizard pose. Slowly you may lower to your blocks or your elbows. They will touch the ground. Notice the feelings and sensations on the left side hamstring. Come out of the posture, hands under the shoulders, return back to Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten that left leg. Bow over the leg, release the back. Rebend the front knee, step forward, fold over your thighs. Reach the arms back behind you, left up the heart. Shine the heart through the shoulders, and then notice once again where the weight is on your feet. Draw the belly in and up to maintain a long spine. And then from here, transition to Utkatasana chair pose. You sit back and down. As you sit in your chair, reach through the hands. Sit back and trust that your feet are fully distributing that weight. Evenly. Take one more inhale. Breathe out to bow over the thighs. Left leg will sit back. Drop the knee on top of your toes, left part of the chest. Now pause right here. Invite your shoulders to move back and down your spine. Chest to lengthen forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bend the back knee, straighten the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, bow. 3 rounds of breath. Rebend the knee, bring the right hand inside of the right foot for lizard pose. Once you get to lizard pose, once again find shoulders moving, gliding down the spine. The sternum and the jugular notch move forward. You may begin to journey down to your forearms. Come back up to your hands. Rebend back knee, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Rebend the front knee, this time step back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ripple forward towards your plank pose, lower to Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, pause. Separate your feet a little bit wider, if you will. Squeeze the glutes as you release the hip flexors. You're actively pushing through the hands. Rock the hips from left side to right side. Notice that the kneecaps are off the ground and your tops of the feet are pushing to maintain the body up. Drop the knees down, sit back, child's pose. With the chest drop heavy towards the ground. Draw the attention to the center of the eyebrows. Reconnect to your intention. Take 3-4 more rounds of breath. Come back up to your tabletop. Downward facing dog exhale. Walk the hands back in towards your feet and then slowly roll all the way out to stand. Roll the shoulders back behind you, open the chest. Inhale, boulders up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms pass through third eye, through the heart as you bow Uttanasana. Halfway left, breathe in, gaze forward. Exhale, walk towards your plank pose. Pause right here. Kick the right leg as you push back into downward facing. Right knee moves in towards your nose and the right foot forward. Lengthen the spine and then walk towards the left side of your mat for Prasarita Padottanasana. Bow over your thighs. Grab the ankles. Pull your chest closer to the thighs as you resist with the legs. Shoulders under, hands under the shoulders, halfway left the spine. And then turn the toes out 45 degrees. Sink the hips down for Skandasana. You can use your hands to help your body be supported in here. Notice that my toes are turning up, but maybe your foot is touching the ground. You may transition from one point to the other to feel a difference. You may do the same while holding hands in a prayer. Pause here, shorten the stance slightly if you need to. Sit back and down. Keep bending that front knee and then let this left sit bone come down to the floor. Right knee will come down over your left. Point the toes of your foot. Notice what's happening at the back of your left leg. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Come out of this posture slowly. Reopen the right knee, push down, and come back to Skandasana. Straighten the right leg. Right arm up, left hand stays under the shoulder. Take a twist. Feel the relationship between your legs and your arms at this moment, and how the torso bridges in between the two of them. Keep the position of your legs as you come up to stand, twisting towards the front of your mat. Inhale, both arms up overhead, flying forward. Exhale, Trikonasana towards the front of you. Witness the action of the hips, stay open. Witness the action of the obliques that wrap around the torso. Come back up to the center, rebend the front knee. Hands move down to the floor. Step back to downward facing. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Upward doggy. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg up and back behind, three-legged. Draw the left knee in towards your nose. Step the foot in between your palms, lengthen your spine. Walk towards the right side of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe in. Grab the ankles with your hands or the calves or the knees, and then pull your chest closer down to the floor. Halfway lift the spine and lengthen. Turn the left toes out a notch. Sit back and down to Skandasana. You may keep the hands on the ground. You may turn the toes up towards the ceiling. You may transition from the toes to the heel and notice what happens in there. You may also remove the hand from the ground. With control, yogis, shorten the stance if you need to come down to the floor. Touch the ground with your sit bone, right side. Let the left knee fall forward and down. Point your toes and then bow over that right leg. Come out of the forward fold slowly. Externally rotate the left knee and then come back up to Skandasana. Left hand down, send the right arm up towards the ceiling. The other side. Left arm up towards the ceiling, right hand down towards the ground. You are in your twist. Once again, witness upper body, lower body. Keep the lower body as is as you come up into a twist. Inhale, both arms up, flying forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, front of mat. Three. Come back up to the center. Warrior two. Hands down to the floor. Sit back, downward facing. Plank pose on the inhale. Lower down. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Gaze forward. In. Downward dog. Gaze upon your feet. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Halfway left the spine. Gaze forward. Exhale, wrap the hands behind your knees. Now you may notice that you're now able to go a little bit further down. You may notice that you're able to feel the weight in a different relationship, in a different way. Halfway left the spine. Inhale. Exhale, bow over the thighs. Soften the knees, roll all the way up to stand. Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bow over your thighs. Walk forward to downward facing dog, send the hips up and right leg up towards the ceiling. Open the hip to the right side. Feel the line from right hand to right toe, and the line from left hand to right toe. Close the hip, hug the right knee in towards your chest. Figure four with your feet, right ankle on top of the left knee. And now push the left heel back into the mat as the right knee pushes away from your right hip. So everything is pushing back. Inhale, right knee to nose. Exhale, right ankle to left knee, push back to your finger. Inhale, right knee to your nose. Exhale, ankle to your knee, push back. Inhale, right knee to your nose, step the right foot forward. Lengthen your spine, look at the front of you. Bring the right fingertips of foot past your toes, and then kick your left leg up and back behind you for a standing split. One hand is forward, one hand is back. Use the forward hand to lean forward a little bit more and trust the weight with your hand if you need to. You may also grab your right ankle with one hand or both. Step your left foot all the way back behind. Drop the back knee, Ardha Hanumanasana. You may now let the tailbone come closer to the left heel. Rebend the front knee. Step back, downward facing. Left leg up and back behind. Open the hip. Notice the hip opening towards the left side as I straighten my left leg all the way back. Close the hip, hug left knee into your nose. Left ankle to right knee, figure four with the legs. Push that right heel down to the floor. The left knee back behind you. And then move forward, knee to your nose. And then again, come back to your figure four with the left leg. Knee to nose. Ankle to knee, figure four. Knee to nose, step the left foot forward. Gaze forward, lengthen the spine. Left fingertips about a foot past the left toe. Extend the right leg all the way up and back behind. And then bow. Bow over the left thigh. As the right thigh actively reaches to the ceiling, you may wrap your left hand behind your left. Step the right foot all the way back behind. Step back to downward facing dog, feet together. Come forward to your plank pose, drop the knees down. Walk the hands in towards the knees, hands behind the tailbone and pelvis for camel pose. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Push the flexors forward as you lean. Pause where you need to pause. Pause where your body tells you, okay, I'm good here. Come out of the posture. Sit over your heels, close the eyes. Five rounds of deep breaths. Open the eyes, hands down to the floor. Forward fold over your thighs. Feet are about hip distance. Back and down into chair pose, Utkatasana. That keeps sitting lower until you can no longer sit. And see if you can do so without lifting the heels off the ground, right? You don't have to be in a toe stand. See if you can actually ground your heels. If you cannot, no problem. Now reach the arms forward and see if you can get your armpits to fit right and your knees to fit right into your armpits. And then round your spine. Imagine drawing all the organs from the abdomen in and up at the same time. You're squeezing gently. Hopefully you didn't just eat lunch or dinner. Hands down to the floor, forward fold over your thighs. Halfway lift your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll all the way up to stand. Mountain pose to us. We'll get into the next posture now. You're going to start standing, and you're going to bring the left ankle on top of the right knee, and then you will sit back and down into a chair pose, Utkatasana with a figure 4. So I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. I feel a big opening in my left hip. You can stay here, or you can bow over your thighs. Your hands may be on blocks, or they may be touching the ground. See if you can extend the right leg, and then bow over the left leg. You can be wherever you are already, or you can mount the left shin bone on top of your arms. Notice that my left foot is clipping onto my right upper arm bone. It hooks. Now once I have that, I'll lean forward and I will pick up my right knee off the ground. You can be here, or maybe you can straighten that right leg all the way back. Forward fold over your thigh. Slowly sit back, chair pose. Hug the knees into the chest. Step your feet together and release. Shake it. We'll do the same balance on the second side. Have your blocks ready if you believe you will need them. We'll now place the right knee into the chest and the ankle to the left upper thigh. Right above the knee, not on the knee. Sit back and down to your chair pose. You can stay here. Maybe you will bow. Your hands may be touching the ground. You may play with an extension of the left thigh. You may balance in flying pigeon. Give it a couple of tries before you decide not to go there, right? Sometimes it takes a couple of tries before we can achieve something. Maybe you just don't want to go there, right? That's an option too. Come out of the posture. Hands up. Hug the knee in. Step your feet together. Palms to the heart. Stand well to this. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Halfway left inhale. Exhale, downward. Ripple forward to your plank. Enter your upward facing dog immediately. Decompress the hips by pushing, pulsing forward and back gently. Knees down, sit back, child's pose. Slide forward through cobra and cross. Stack the hands underneath the shoulders, maybe a little bit further back. Separate your feet about mat distance apart. Activate the tops of your feet. Push down firmly. Squeeze your glutes, anchor through the pelvic floor, and then begin to peel the chest of the ground. Pause where you need to pause, yogis. You may straighten the arms all the way, but please notice what you're feeling in your back. If it hurts, you don't want to be there, so lower the gradient to where you can handle. Come down to the floor, rest the right ear on the mat, soften the jaw, soften the hips. Back to the center, slide elbows underneath the shoulders now. Pull forward through the chest. Be here for a moment in space pose, but we're going to go a little bit further. I will angle my right hand towards my left hand. And then I'm going to turn to see my left foot. I will bend my left foot. Now grab it. And then I will drive my foot forward. Okay? I'll try my best to square my hips for that. Maybe your hand will be at the top of your foot. Maybe your elbow will be holding the top of your foot. Release. Now grab the ankle like a boat, like a bow pose. And then push the foot back as you lift the chest. This is not a contortion boat. Make it a small boat where you are extending your hip. There is an active resistance at the hand and the ankle joint. Release. Left ear to the mat, gaze to the right side. Bend the left knee, windshield wide the leg from left side to right side. Move back to the center, release the feet. Mid-distance apart for your feet. Back up to your elbows. Lengthen the spine. Left hand will now move to the right hand. Touch the ground. Turn the gaze. Bend the right ankle as you grab the right foot. And then encourage your right hip to touch the mat. Maybe you gaze forward. Maybe you encourage a full rotation of the elbow here, right? You grab it and then you rotate it. This is Ardha Bhekasana. You may hook the foot to the elbow. Same sensation in the hip. The difference is at the shoulder joint. One is opening the connection between pecs and the shoulder a little more than the other. Release, grab the ankle from the inside, from the outside, and then push back half the foot. And then release. Right cheek to the mat, rest. Bend the right knee, windshield wide the right leg, left side and right side. Pause at the center, forehead to the mat. Grab both of your ankles from the outside, move into both. Then release slowly down. Windshield wide your legs from left side to right side. Hands under the shoulders. Move out of the posture, sit in child's pose. And then walk the hands into the knees. Come to sit in Virasana just for a moment. From Virasana, sit back in Dandasana. Straighten the legs all the way forward. Move the flesh from underneath your ischial tuberosities. Reach the arms up overhead. Now try to throw the belly in and up as you reach to the fingertips. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to journey back and then pause where you feel that your torso has activated. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands forward, lean further. Inhale, reach the arms back. A small diagonal. Exhale, lower torso further back with the arms forward. One more round, arms up, small diagonal. Reach the arms forward, lean back for a longer diagonal. Now come into your boat pose. You may be there or you may grab opposite elbows and straighten the legs. We bend the knees. Wrap the arms around the knees. Rest the forehead over the arms. Hands behind the sit bones. Bend the knees. Sit hip distance apart for the feet. Reverse your tabletop. Hips down. Straighten the right leg. Cross the left leg over the right. Twist to the left. You have the possibility to bring that right ankle outside of the left hip. You may do that. You can take both either. Come back to center, hands behind your sit bones. Step the right foot down on the floor. Keep the left knee on top of the right. Now, left hand can either be facing forward or angle it to the side. And then pick up your hips off the ground. Right arm out towards the ceiling. Bring it outside of that left knee. Twist to see the back. Notice that the weight distributes between my left hand, which resists my weight, and I put the rest of my weight on top of the right foot. And then I return. Hands behind my body. I stretch the legs forward. Hands behind you, bend the knees, reverse tabletop. Sit back, straighten right leg, cross the right leg over the left. Twist to the right side. If you are more flexible, bend the knee and twist a little. Undo the twist to the front of the mat. Lean back, step the left foot on the ground as you cross the right leg over the left all the way. I will keep my right hand on the ground a little bit behind me. I angle it to the right side. And then I push to come up. And I push my weight towards my front ankle. The front ankle has my weight. And then I bring the left elbow to the outside of that right. Notice where the weight is. Distribute it well so that you can resist with the right hand and with the left foot on the floor. Come out. Sit back. Stretch both legs forward. Remove the flesh from underneath you. Move the blocks or blanket out of your way. And then lie down on the ground. Shoulders underneath you. This is not a back bend. We'll release the hips with it. Spread the fingertips on the ground. Push down through the hands and then pick up the glutes. Not trying to go into a back bend, but rather finding a lengthening of the lumbar spine through the tailbone down and the pubic bone in towards your face. So this action is happening. Release the hips down on the floor. Windshield wipe the legs from left side to right. Pass through a happy baby pose. Feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana variation. And then release your legs alongside your mat or Shavasana. Shoulders under the heart, protect the back of the heart. Gaze closed. We'll be here for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes in Shavasana. Prepare now to come back to sit. We awaken the body, deepen the breath. Then make your way to sit cross-legged, comfortable position for closing. Inhale for palms together, come to the heart. Lifting the chest and bowing the head, we seal this practice. May all beings everywhere benefit from yoga. May my thoughts, words, and actions benefit all beings everywhere. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thanks for coming. Thank you for being here. Please share in the comments your experience. I'll be back teaching on Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. So please come join and share with your friends. And have a great Monday and a great rest of the week. Whatever it is that you're doing, put your energy and your heart to it. The most important part is to be fully present at all times. Whatever it is that you're doing, cooking, chatting, dancing, playing music, singing, lying down. Be there. Experience the moment all the way directly. Okay, see you soon. Have a lovely night or day.